her friend's number. Why did you end the relationship? She said, well, the odds were not in my favor. Maybe I'm the problem after all. A couple of years now, I've been tempted to, call this place the best comedy club in the world, but I won't do that. We're second place. The best comedy club in the world remains Arsenal Football Club.
That would be
dragging.
Looking forward to that conversation.
Wow.
Because it's quite, I don't know how stand-up comedians do it, really. Standing in front of an audience, a crowd of people, and just hoping that they laugh at your jokes.
So there's actually a formula to it. I think you're supposed to at least get a giggle from the audience every 45 seconds. So if the audience is not giggling in 45 seconds, you're beginning to lose them. So
you have to keep that.
Yeah, so if you have those comedians that have weird faces
it's not about
or weird expressions.
Try using the formula.
What? Try. So if you are a comedian, so the rule of thumb is that 45 seconds, you have to at least get them to react to you on stage. So I guess they figured out some ways, even if they haven't said something funny, they have to do something funny. Maybe physically make a face, make a weird sound. There has to be like an audience reaction. So that's how they do it.
Even over the weekend. Oh yes, talking about performances. I was at the mental health conference over the weekend. I was on Sunday, and what you just said reminded me of Timmy Dakolo, because he was one of the speakers.
Okay.
And basically the focus was on the theme for the event was identity. Right, and I think there was something about his speech that stood out for me. He was very relatable.
Okay.
He came into the crowd, he walked in, spoke in Pidgin. I mean, everybody could relate with what he was saying because, he also sort of spoke about how people are coping, with the economic situation right now, how you should not pressure yourself, just do your own.
Wow.
Don't go and pressure yourself. Like, he gave a lot of nuggets, life nuggets that everyone could resonate with. It was a beautiful time had.
I'm glad.
Time had.
Winfrey was also on stage last weekend, I believe. Yeah. Okay. Well, you were at an event last week. You were at an event. I'm talking about the Mr.
Should be afraid of you.
Mr.
Oh
Uniform.
yeah. So over the
Universe,
weekend, that was actually Sunday. That was actually Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah. So we had the Mr. World Nigeria competition. And I mean, we had an amazing event. Of course, you know how it is now.
Yeah.
Matching men on stage,
Yeah.
doing their thing. It was great. It was beautiful. So we crowned the Mr. Supranational Nigeria and then Mr. World Nigeria. I mean, congratulations to the
Both of
winners.
them.
They did really well. And
There was a meme about the one particular contestant. Did you see the meme?
Contestant 10?
I'm not sure if it's 10.
Is it the one that handed over the crown?
No, so the meme I saw was of a guy that wasn't as buff as the others. And then the tagline was, I'm a chosen.
He actually was very, very intellectually grounded.
Exactly, but he didn't win, did he?
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
No, sad.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe next time. At this point, guys, let's take the weather update.
Thank you for staying with us. My name is Winfrey Agbeleshi, and it's time for the news. The Lagos State government says the building that collapsed in Orile Igomu yesterday has a long-standing evacuation notice. This update was given by the State Emergency Management Agency as it joined other key players to commemorate the International Disaster Risk Management Day. TVC News reporter Theophilus Elama reports.
The building collapse occurred a day after the world marked the International Disaster Risk Management Day. Although no life was lost, the incident came as a shock in what could have been a major disaster. To avert building collapses like this one, the Lagos State government is sensitizing residents through this walk on the need to be safety conscious. The theme of this year's event is empowering the next generation for a resilient future.
We want to key into every plan, every pivotal plan of the state government. And of course, we want to align it with the plan and the strategy of disaster risk reduction in order to ensure that Lagos State, not just 30%, 50%, we are looking at the end of the day, at the end of some few years, 90% of the people of Lagos State will be informed.
Although continuous efforts are ongoing to ensure buildings are safe, the government says it is important to mobilize and prepare young people as emergency responders to avert more damages during disasters.
Youth are very, very important, and they should be brought on board to also serve as agents of change in their respective communities, because when the community knows the risk, the vulnerability, and the capacity they have, they will be able to deal with disasters at their level.
We need to keep engaging other young people about how they can prevent disaster. We need to make them understand that, disaster is a thing that can be prevented, such as what we did today. We've been able to, to realize that the causes of collapsed buildings, such as, poor planning, poor building planning, substandard building materials, among many others. So we should keep, informing the youth about how we as young people, we can keep reducing the rate of disaster in Lagos State.
The government believed that this take on their engagement would further ensure a reduction of building collapses in Lagos and further reduce risk associated with staying in a bustling city like Lagos State. Theophilus Elama, TVC News, Lagos.
And on the foreign scene, the Lebanese Red Cross says 18 people have been killed in an Israeli strike in Aitao in northern Lebanon. This will be the first time Israel has targeted the Christian-majority northern region in a year of hostilities. Israel is yet to comment. Elsewhere, a Hezbollah drone attack killed 4 Israeli soldiers at an Israeli army base south of Haifa on Sunday night. It's one of the deadliest attacks against Israel by Hezbollah in over a year of fighting. The health ministry says in Lebanon, 51 people were killed in Israeli strikes across the country on Sunday. In Gaza, Hamas-run authorities say an Israeli attack on a school used as a shelter killed 22 people on Sunday, including 15 children. The UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees says the building was meant to be used to administer polio vaccines. A really sad situation there, but that's all we're taking on the news this morning. Do stay with us. More to come right here on Wake Up Nigeria.
TVC Communications, Nigeria's leading independent broadcast company, has been officially designated as a great place to work. Over the past few years, we have transformed our workplace into one which is respectful, caring, rewarding, and provides great benefits to all our 500 employees. We thank our team for giving us the chance to show that partnership between employer and employee really works. TVC Communications, officially designated as a great place to work, and now the only broadcasting and media company, not just in Nigeria, but throughout continental Africa, to be fully certified. TVC Communications, a great Nigerian company, a great Nigerian place to work.
Do you think you can outplay me in this game of wits and knowledge? Can you go 7 rounds without flinching? I meant answering 7 questions correctly. How well can you hold your liquor? If you're curious, then join us for the most exciting conversation and games with your favorite celebrities on 7 of 7.
And we are back. Thanks for staying with us. Okay, interesting conversations happening online. So first off, I think the Nigeria-Libya issue sort of spoke to our attention, but I guess you guys already spoke about that yesterday. There were quite a couple of things that I wanted to say, but I guess I'll just save it for the online community.
Indeed.
Right, because to be honest, I really wanted to make some very controversial remarks in that regard. But hey, that's not what we're talking about right now.
Of course not.
Right. It's Breakfast Television. We bring you cheer.
Well, I'm not sure. So I'm not sure if this is a really cheerful conversation, but
Right.
I ask myself some questions.
What question?
First
off, let's establish what the gist is.
So I actually think if I ask this question of you, you'll be able to sort of connect with it a bit more. Have you ever had a job opportunity that you thought you wouldn't take just because your partner might not feel comfortable with it? Now, comfortable not because maybe you're doing something negative or illegal, but maybe because you're earning a lot more money? Have you ever had that situation before?
Okay, so maybe let's piggyback a bit on, you know, the topic or the gist that sort of, you know, spurred the conversation. So online yesterday, Twitter, X. Well, I like to call it Twitter anyways, even though we've evolved right into X. But hey, so this person posted, my friend got engaged in May this year, and their traditional wedding was meant to be in November. That's next month. She called me yesterday in tears to tell me the engagement has been called off. Why? She got a new job last month, and the salary is so huge, she will earn 3 times more than the man she's getting married to. He was uncomfortable with it and asked her to reject the engagement.
Oh, reject the offer?
Yes, sorry, reject the offer.
Yeah,
apologies, right. So he gave her quite, you know, time to think about it.
Wow.
If not, well, engagement has been called off. And, well, we can't believe this is still happening in 2024. But, right, it is happening.
So that's why I go back to that question then. Has there ever been a job that you like see it and you're like, oh man, that's the job for me?
You know, but now that I go through, I'm reading through this again. You know, it actually doesn't resonate with me. But I know a friend.
Yeah.
Not a friend, someone I know, right? She had to reject an offer. It was, as a matter of fact, it was even an international job.
Wow. Okay.
Right, because first, her husband said, no, you're going to be away from the kids.
Okay.
I don't want you away from the kids. I don't want you away from the family.
Okay.
You have to be here with us. Right. And in my head, I'm like, you live an like I kept on asking her a couple of questions. As a matter of fact, I kept on looking at her like she was an alien. It felt really, really, really weird.
It probably has a lot to do with what you consider more important.
I agree with you.
More of a priority.
I agree with you.
You know, because there were questions about even my work. You know, at a point I was
Which one?
traveling. Yes, I'm talking about media, broadcasting. Okay. This was before we had kids. The question was, okay, will I have enough time to be with them? Will I have enough time to actually give them the guidance they need? This is not really about feeding and even security now. This is just, are you there?
Presence.
So that is in question, but is it a deal breaker? Is it a deal breaker? That's my question. If, for instance, when an international media company calls me now, you know the ones I'm talking about, the ones with 3 letters, you know, there's like 2 of them. But I'm just saying,
just say no?
If, for instance, no, it's not about saying no. The consideration isn't about your man. It's about you.
Yeah.
It's about your choice. So that's where I'm going with this.
I don't think it's about her now. I think it's about her partner in this context.
Yeah.
The question is on the crux of the matter, or the focus of the conversation is on the partner. I mean, in this case, she already took the job, and he called off the engagement because she took the job. So you can already tell that his insecurities are wailing and screaming out there.
Anyways, what I have to say concerning this is, the truth is, I don't know. Yeah, as much as a lot of people will say, I think as you said earlier, it depends on what's priority to you. That's the situation. So just answering the question you asked generally of, okay, would you consider not taking a job because of your partner? I would actually consider that. The reason being that you being married to somebody literally is a situation where two have become one, in my understanding and from where I'm from. Do you understand? And whatever job is being taken, either on the man's side or on the woman's side, should be a family conversation and then a decision that should be made. Do you understand? But I mean, now narrowing it down to this particular situation, for instance, now, a lady might decide to take a job. I mean, what if they had a prior conversation where, I mean, do you understand? Like, I believe there are goals in the family, and I believe they're still. I remember I was listening to Ibukun Awosika, and she was talking about how, oh yeah, she wanted to do her master's and everything. That's the point she got pregnant, and because of that, also she had to move it several years forward because she also had to. She wasn't just about anyone raising a kid. She had to give the birth to the kid and then take care of the kid to a certain level before going. Do you understand? So I believe there are certain conversations that should be taken as a team. Then, I mean, with regards to this particular situation, if it really was just about the money, the man does not like enjoyment.
Yeah, because...
That's what I have to say. Because I don't understand. How is more money in your...
So I just think it still depends on your idea of what marriage is.
Because, I mean...
as a partnership and as a union... And
that's where I was going, right.
To join, to raise your kids, to get your home, to do everything, to set up yourselves. Why would more money be a problem?
Because the truth of the matter is, I'd noticed recently that there's a certain narrative and there's a certain mindset, and there has to be a shift in that. It's now become a man versus woman. In the marriage situation, even generally as a society.
Which it shouldn't be.
It is become a man versus a woman. It's become a husband versus wife. In an institution called marriage, it shouldn't be that. It's a partnership.
It's a partnership.
We understand the roles. Everybody understands what your roles are. But when it comes, I feel like the family should come first when it comes to decision making.
So I mean, at this point,
there has to be communication. Also, there are certain conversations that I believe needs to be had even before that point, or before it gets to that point where you both make that decision to become one. You need to have certain conversations so that you understand what your deal breakers are, understand what your insecurities are. Have those conversations. There are moments in that relationship where you have to be vulnerable to have those conversations.
I have to
so that when you're faced with certain situations as such, you know how to handle it with wisdom.
I have to try and come from the man's angle now. This is a big effort in my part, really, to be honest. I try to think of what he was thinking when he thought, you know what, call off the engagement because of that job. I still feel like there are bigger issues.
Exactly.
I feel like it was about more than the job. And I saw in the comment section, this one's not from me, this one's from the comment section. Are you sure the lady hadn't shown some signs before that keyed into the man's mind that, oh, this girl is like this without that much money? What would she be like with a certain amount of money? This is all from the comment section, not from me. This is all assumptions. Now, there's also the question of whether she's dodged a bullet, because if he's insecure about just a job, imagine if something else came up and they're not able to, sort it out. But then there are also strategies. I know a particular couple who the tables have never really been balanced throughout their marriage financially, but the woman has invested in his businesses, has become a shareholder in a lot of businesses her husband does because she's infused money into it.
Yeah, but people forget that it's this partnership that we talk about. It's a two-way street, right? I've heard cases where people would say where the breadwinner, which of course, even according to statistics, we have more female breadwinners now in a lot of families, especially in Nigeria.
But they're keeping quiet about it.
Exactly. There are a lot more women that are taking up responsibilities.
The breadwinner does not necessarily define the person that makes more money, though. In my opinion, like that's why in the end of everything, right? I think what I even appreciate the most is that the man knows what he wants.
Yeah.
And he didn't keep quiet and cower, right? I feel more women should literally be stepping into that situation where they know what they want and they go for it. Because the truth is, it's even sad thinking of the fact that you marry someone it's like he doesn't hope better for her. Do you understand? He don't want her.
He wants her to be at a certain level.
He wants her to literally keep shrinking.
Right.
So just imagine what that kind of pressure would have done for her in that marriage.
And the idea of marriage is you're meant to complement each other and perfect your imperfections and grow together. In that instance, well, but then again, at the end of the day, whatever works for you, whatever works for you. If family comes first for you, please reject the job offer. If you're fortunate to marry a partner who supports you in every ramification, you're lucky, because not everybody gets that opportunity.
As a man, you actually believe that your wife earning more than you makes you less of a man, then you should go and sit down with yourself.
But because it's also because it's also a programming. So it still has to do with the mindset I talked about earlier on. Because a lot of men have been wired to think that their wealth or their money defines
That's what I'm, and that's very,
so guys, this conversation can't end here. It's going to be a back and forth over and over if we keep going. But we'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you think she dodged a bullet? Do you think he had the right to, hey, just call off the engagement if he wasn't comfortable? Let us know. Use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC.
Right. We'll go on a quick break, people. The show continues shortly. Stay with us.
Yes.
TVC Communications, Nigeria's leading independent broadcast company, has been officially designated as a great place to work. Over the past few years, we have transformed our workplace into one which is respectful, caring, rewarding, and provides great benefits to all our 500 employees. We thank our team for giving us the chance to show that partnership between employer and employee really works. TVC Communications, officially designated as a great place to work, and now the only broadcasting and media company, not just in Nigeria, but throughout continental Africa, to be fully certified. TVC Communications, a great Nigerian company, a great Nigerian place to work.
Do you think you can outplay me in this game of wits and knowledge? Can you go 7 rounds without...
And we are back. Thanks for staying with us. We are joined right here by Adedumade Onibokun. He's a lawyer and author whose legal practice focuses on corporate commercial law. He's the managing partner at Adedumade Onibokun and Company, a general practice firm that leads on matters across various sectors in Africa, in Nigeria. And this morning, we'll be talking about the ex-Navy Boys Business Summit.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi, good.
How you doing?
I am wonderful.
Anything business counts me in. Anything that has to do with making money. Let's make this money.
I totally
Because there's
agree.
money in this country.
I agree. Yeah.
But that the devil likes it or not. But hey, talk to us quickly about, what inspired this business summit?
Okay, so just let me share a little bit of history.
Okay.
Right. I attended a school that was an amazing school.
Okay.
Right. And it instilled a lot of things in us. You know, it gave us that passion for nationhood. So at this time, we all came together, that is the alumni.
Okay.
We all came together and asked ourselves, how can we contribute to national
Building.
economic development?
Okay.
And we said, let's start with the business summit.
Okay.
Because we believe this is the best time to encourage small businesses.
I agree with you.
And yeah,
Oh,
so that's why we're doing this.
Okay, fantastic. This will be the first of its
Yes,
kind?
this will be the first. And it's something we intend to do yearly.
Okay, so talk to us about the business summit. What is it about? What is expected of the summit?
Yes, so the business summit is an opportunity for small-scale, should I say, entrepreneurs,
Yeah.
founders, even professionals, students, anybody that is business inclined really, to come together and learn. So we're going to have panel sessions that speak to things like how to build your business, how to grow your business, how to survive in the current economic climate. And we have experts that are going to be speaking to all this. So yes, it's an opportunity to people to come and learn. And also for businesses to showcase their product, because we're going to have showcase sessions. And we also have exhibition stands where people can exhibit their goods and services as well.
When we hear ex-Navy boys, we think men, because boys, men.
Yeah.
And people would think it's maybe male-oriented.
Yeah.
Is it?
Actually, it is not.
Okay.
But because that is our foundation, we cannot just throw it all out
I
the
agree.
window,
Yeah.
So it is not just for us. We are encouraging everybody, men,
And women.
ladies, businesses, everybody is open to the public. It's not just for men. Yeah.
Okay. This year alone, there have been reports of a lot of businesses shutting down, due to, not being able to cope with the economic situation,
Yeah.
especially local producers who have, to use foreign materials or who depend on foreign materials, for some of their products.
Yes.
Also because of the forex fluctuation here and there. Now, what is the summit going to do in regards to sort of aiding some of those businesses? Because I would like to think that some of these business owners would be there, hoping to, for a solution to some of these challenges that they are facing. Does the summit have a way of addressing that? Are they going to address that in any way?
So what I'll say we're going to do in that regard is we're going to tell people how to think innovatively, how to think out of the box, how to attack these issues from different angles and see how they can find a solution.
Okay.
That problem is actually a widely experienced one, and we understand that. And we cannot just snap our fingers and the price of the dollar is going to drop. But we believe that if we continue to grow our business sector, in the long term, we actually will get the dollar to drop because we're going to be selling more of our goods and services in exchange for the dollar. Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about social media,
Yeah.
because that has become the hub for marketing.
Yeah.
Every business now thrives on social media, using it as a platform to, promote and sell their businesses and reach, millions of people all around the world. Is there a way the summit would, sort of lean in on how people can properly explore the social media platforms in helping to grow their businesses?
Yes. So one of the issues, of course, we'll be discussing is how to market your business
Online.
properly.
Okay.
And one of the avenues, of course, will be online through the apps, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, X, wherever your customers might be. Yes. So we're going to touch on that as well. Marketing, how to sell yourself, how to brand yourself, how to portray yourself as someone credible, who is investable, and who brands can trust and who individuals.
Are there going to be investors in this summit?
Yes, so a lot of our alumni are investors, really. But the essence is not to come and listen to people pitch. It's just for them to come and share their experiences and tell
learn.
people how they can learn from them, and tell people how they can aggressively create change within the market that we find ourselves at.
What makes your summit different from other summits? We've had quite a number of summits this year. Business summits, we've had quite a number. I mean, I myself have organized a summit last year that sort of focused on how entrepreneurs can gain access to funding opportunities, because I feel like, well, it focused on women though, because I believe that there was a knowledge gap.
Yeah.
Other than the knowledge gap, there is a gap in terms of the opportunities when it comes to the men in the business terrain than the women. So how can we get people, how can we help them to reach out to opportunities, funding opportunities out there, especially on the global scale?
All right, so in regards to funding opportunities on a global scale, I believe that we still have a lot of unlearning to do, right? We still have a lot of things to learn as well. We have to be able to portray ourselves as bankable to the international community.
I agree with you.
And you recall a lot have been said about skills, that we don't really have the skills. So we have to work on that as well. And I will say we have international businesses that are actually doing amazing things right now. We have the pay stacks, and those kind of brands. We have this flight.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So we have a couple of them, really, that are actually doing amazing things internationally.
All right.
So I would say that if we continue on that trajectory,
and just position yourself properly, right?
Let these businesses know that, look, you can be amazing, you can act local, but be global as well. So yes, that's what we're trying to achieve.
Oh, amazing, amazing, amazing. Wishing you all the best at the summit. I know it's going to be...
And there's something you asked me, what makes ours different?
Yeah.
So our alumni, this is the first time we're going to do this.
Okay.
And we've had about 30 sets come out of our school.
Oh,
and we have amazing people in different parts of the business world, who are doing amazing things.
Okay.
And this is the first time we're going to come and do this. So trust me, it's going to be mind-blowing.
I think it's going to be mind-blowing as well. And wishing you all the best at the summit. I know.
Invite you.
Oh, thank you. I'll be there. I'll be there. I know it's happening on Saturday, right?
On Saturday, October 19th.
All right, fantastic. So look out for that, people. Look out for that summit. All right. And on that note, we have to head over to the kitchen where Winfrey is standing by with the chef. What's cooking, guys?
Yes, you're coming here. Welcome into the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen. It's a beautiful, beautiful Tuesday morning. And of course, we love to tell you what you need to be eating right here. Right? And today I have a brand new chef with me, and she goes by the name Adiola Kukoi. Did I get it? Yes. Did I urbanize it?
Yes.
All right, amazing. All right, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
All right, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
Okay, I mean, we're literally meeting you for the first time. So tell us a little about yourself. Tell us.
Okay, my name is Adiola, and I love to cook, and I bake also.
Okay. Nice. Okay, tell me, what is it about cooking that makes you literally want to do it every single? Because cooking can be stressful. How do you keep wanting to do it every single day?
Okay, I'll call myself a fourth-generation chef.
Okay.
Starting from my great-grandmom, who used to sell ole somewhere in Egypt.
What's ole?
Ole is moi moi.
Oh,
yes.
all right.
Yes. She passed it to my grandmom, who did a little bit of selling of rice.
Okay.
My mom in and out catering, so I learned to assist that. And in a few years later, as I was getting to adulthood, I started to professionalize it.
Yeah, you're cooking. Amazing. And we're here today on the Wake Up Night show.
Yes.
Welcome and well done. All right. So I see a number of things that look quite interesting. So what are we making today, first of all?
So we're making special fried rice. And it's a fusion between Nigerian fried rice and Chinese fried rice.
All right.
Yes, and we have pan-seared chicken. We're going to be sharing it in the pan.
Okay.
Some sort of alternative to grilling.
Okay. Nice. Tell me, so run me through the ingredients we're going to be using.
So, like I said, it's a fusion.
Yes.
So, hence the eggs. So, we'll be starting off with scrambled eggs.
Okay.
Then we have the chicken stock as we have in a normal Nigerian fried rice.
Yes.
Then the soy sauce is very important to bring it the Chinese flavor. And we have here, this is shallots, not just onion. It's not white onions, it's shallots.
It's shallots.
Yes.
What does it look? Does it look like onions?
Yes, but a more oblong shape, longer. Yes, and less flavor, less sharpness. Yes.
All right.
So we have our vegetables here.
All right.
Yes, we have carrots and different peppers.
Yes.
Yes. And we might need to see this rice.
Yes, of course.
In this rice, we have 2 vegetables already.
All right.
Which is the kidney beans and the green peas. And I parboiled it with the rice to cut off time, and also because it's natural. I use mostly natural ingredients. I don't like canned ingredients.
All right.
So, and needs a lot of time to cook it, so it's soft in the mouth.
Amazing.
So,
okay, amazing. So run me through. I mean, of course, you said
yes.
yeah.
Let me bring you to the spices.
Yes.
This is garlic
and
ginger powder.
Okay.
This is mixed spices, a lot, coriander, nutmeg, several of them.
Yeah.
And this is curry, curry powder. Several ingredients in this. We have basically thyme, rosemary,
Thyme, rosemary,
and of course seasoning cubes. Nigerian is a Nigerian thing, not really a Chinese thing. Of course, we have salt. And we're going to be using chili flakes for the chicken.
All right, amazing.
And this chicken has a lot of ingredients in it already.
Wait. Don't do my job for me.
Okay.
I was coming to that because I'm like, wait, I marinate chicken does not look like this.
Okay.
What's going on here? Tell me about it.
First, what I did was to parboil.
Okay.
Because it's pan-searing, it shouldn't take a long time on fire.
Yes, true.
So if you don't parboil, you might not get it cooked evenly.
Properly, yes.
And this has been marinating for almost 24 hours.
Wow.
Yes.
So what exactly gives it this particular color? Because I love the tan. It literally even looks like almost done.
Yes.
It looks like I could
you could play with it like you would try to taste boiled chicken in the kitchen before frying. You could play with it.
Okay.
So several ingredients.
Tell me.
We have pepper, we have the chili flakes, some of it is already there. We have curry powder, we have soy sauce, we have vinegar, we have lime juice, several ingredients.
So what you did was boil it first.
Yes, with a little ingredient, then before putting it in the marinade. Yes.
Oh, nice. All right. I've actually never heard of it done that way before. I'll definitely be trying that out. All right, amazing. So now run me through. So now we have pepper mix. Is this pepper mix or just?
Just habaneros.
Just habaneros.
Yes. You know, the thing with Nigerian taste bud is we like a little of spice in our food. So I use that.
What it is.
So we don't have a flat tasting
rice. All right. So now, of course, we'll literally be saying, let's check out the ingredients on the screen. In case you want to try this recipe at home, please make sure you write every single one and do not miss any step. All right. And of course, for our special fried rice, we have our long grain rice of vegetable oils, spices, onions, garlic, eggs, chicken, seasoning cubes, peppers. Now, of course, we have vegetables, we have carrots, green peas, sweet corn, and so much more. And right now, so now before we start cooking, tell us, what is the process, what's the method? Because I know people make fried rice in different ways.
Yes.
Some people fry their vegetables separately, boil their rice in the stock, mix it together. Some people just different ways. So tell me.
Okay, so we're cooking the rice today. We'll be using 2 burners in the sense that while the rice has been parboiled before, we're going to cook it in the stock aside. While we're waiting for it to cook, we'll go on to fry our vegetables somewhere else. So that's what we're going to do. Then we combine the 2.
Combine the 2.
Yes, while we sear the chicken.
All right.
We're doing the 3 together.
The 3 together and at the same time. So we're cooking simultaneously. That way, we're saving a lot of time. And in no time, our special pan-seared rice will be ready. Amazing, Chef Diola. I love the buzz already. I love how organized you are and how you're already prepped. I mean, I literally can't wait to see what this is going to taste like and look like as well. All right, guys, that's it right now from the kitchen, Wake Up Nigeria. But just for this bit, right, we have so much more still coming. And Chef Diola as the meal progresses. But we have to go on break right now. When we come back, what's all happening right here on Wake Up Nigeria. Stay with us.
TVC Communications, Nigeria's leading independent broadcast company, has been officially designated as a great place to work. Over the past few years, we have transformed our workplace into one which is respectful, caring, rewarding, and provides great benefits to all our 500 employees. We thank our team for giving us the chance to show that partnership between employer and employee really works. TVC Communications, officially designated as a great place to work, and now the only broadcasting and media company, not just in Nigeria, but throughout continental Africa, to be fully certified. TVC Communications, a great Nigerian company, a great Nigerian place to work.
Welcome back. Now it's time for our health conversation this morning on Wake Up Nigeria. And you know, it's widespread information that too much exposure to UV radiation or sunlight has been known to cause health risks like skin cancer. But did you also know that not exposing yourself to sunlight, especially in the morning, affects your bone health and bone density? Now, this is what we're talking about this morning with Oluwakemi Jeje. Now, she is a visionary entrepreneur, passionate wellness expert, and she's dedicated to social change. Now, she's transitioned from a successful corporate career to found Whole Eats Africa, which is a wellness food formulation organization bridging the well-being gap with whole food solutions. Today, we're talking about leveraging on sunlight for stronger bones. It's great to have you in the studio again.
Good to be here again.
And you're looking very radiant today.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm using the word radiant because of sunlight, you know.
I mean, yeah.
So, not a lot of people like staying out in the sun here in Nigeria. Let me say in Nigeria now. And it's because, you know, some people complain it gives them headaches. Some people complain, of course, it makes them sweat. They get darker. And there's so many other issues.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of people that complain about, you know, having issues with their bones and joints. So what you're saying now is that sunlight can help with this.
Yeah, yeah. So Titi, have you noticed, like you said, that there's been a surge in the complaints of even younger people, as young as 30, with joint pains? I mean, before now, it used to be something that you associated with old age, but not anymore. You know, spinal, you know, issues, you know. And I think it's because we just take for granted what we have in abundance. Okay. We're blessed with the sun. There's no reason why we should have bone deficiency issues. But we do have that now. That's just everywhere. Everybody's dealing with some joint pain, some bone issues. And it shouldn't be. The issue is not that we're having too much sun. I mean, we talked the last time about getting your sunscreen on to protect your skin. So get in the sun and get a good dose of vitamin D from the sun. That strengthens your bone and does a lot more. But for today, we're talking bone. It does a lot more for your health. Inflammation and all of that drives it down.
So I
especially the early morning one from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. thereabout. You know, you get about an hour in there. You know, do your exercises outside. I mean, just pair it together. If you can manage, get barefooted, so you're also eating at the same time. If you can manage, you know.
So I've heard about this earthing thing, but I know that's another conversation for another day.
Yes.
But so I can remember when my children were born, there were those little signs of jaundiced skin, like yellowed skin. And when we called a nurse auntie of mine, she was like, just put them in the sun. And we were like, really? Put them in the sun? She said, okay, so as soon as it's early morning, 7 a.m., just open your window and let the sun rays come in. And I'm telling you, it was just a few hours and it started, you know, having a major impact. But I know that it's about vitamin D and then I think calcium absorption. So a lot of people eat calcium-rich foods, but then it's not being absorbed. Because...
especially calcium supplementation, you shouldn't be supplementing calcium directly because it doesn't absorb. In fact, it causes calcification. Again, that's conversation for another day. So rather than go and buy your vitamin D, which also has conditions for absorption, you can get it directly from the sun because, I mean, there is the health care professionals go like, some school of thought go like, you have to take fats at the time you're taking your vitamin D supplements.
Okay.
Some say you have to take magnesium to help it absorb.
Yeah.
But you see, there are no such complications with get under the sun and just get your bones strengthened, and then for free.
So there are so many issues with this standing out in the sun thing. Some people have linked it to, malaria symptoms. Some people have linked it to, getting tired easily. For instance, there are a lot of people that walk out in the sun in the morning going to work.
Yeah.
Does it still have the same impact? They're just going to work. They're walking to the bus stop, jumping on buses, jumping to the next bus. That sunlight, is that helping?
It does something.
Okay.
Did you notice that during COVID, those guys that were outside a lot,
Yeah.
the guys that fell on the road, they hardly fell sick? If they did, it was maybe it didn't take them down. They just felt like, oh, something is going on. They hardly came down completely.
Okay.
But those of us that go from AC to AC, were the ones that were, in fact, at some point, all of us had to start going out. Because at some point, I got exposed. And then, I tried everything I could.
Sure.
But I just felt like, I'm just going to start going out every day. And every time I go out and come back, I break into a sweat. I feel better. By the fourth day, I was fine.
Okay.
Do you understand? So it does something. It actually does something that you're walking, you're going out, even if it's still early, about 8 a.m. You're going out, you're not driving, you're getting into a bus.
Yeah.
That's combining exercise with sun exposure, for instance. So it does a lot.
But we have to reiterate that time frame again, though.
7 a.m. to 11 a.m.
So once it's 11 a.m.
Yeah.
to 12 noon,
Yeah.
those rays are getting harsh.
Yeah.
They're getting really, really heavy.
So you want to protect yourself at those times.
Okay.
Even if you have to get in the sun, like we were saying the other time, get a sun hat, get the sunglasses, get your sunscreen on. Yeah.
So wait, the early morning sun you want us to expose ourselves to now, do we still need sunscreen for this?
Not so much, but because, there's no fixed time to when this rays starts to go up. Sometimes it's earlier, sometimes it's later, so you're better safe. Except if you're able to manage about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, then you're very certain that you don't have those strong rays in there. But once it's getting to 10, you're safer using your sunscreen.
All right. So now there are a lot of people with bone issues. They're living with bone issues now. And they're on a lot of different medications and supplements. There are probably a few of them you can just, keep away now that you've, given them the advice of, taking a walk in the sun.
Yeah.
How long do you think it's going to take for you to see an impact?
So it depends. It depends on what you're dealing with, how deeply, the bone has been weakened. But just be patient. With anything natural, it does take time.
Yeah.
Especially if the person is already dealing with a bone issue, just apart from exercising, mark out time to have sun baths.
Okay.
Just have sun bath and give it time. Give it 2 weeks, give it 3 weeks, give it a month, But I'm sure before then you start to see the impact. You start to feel stronger in your bones.
No age gap on this?
No, everybody should be sunbathing. Okay. But the younger children do because they're out in school, they're playing.
Yeah.
But for us who work in the office, go from AC to AC, create something that allows you to spend time daily.
All right then, so you heard it here. Those beautiful natural rays of sun, the same way they help Superman get his powers back. It might just be helping you get your bones back. We are going to be taking a quick break at this point, but not after we find out about that lovely chicken smell. How is it going, Winfrey?
Great. Chef Jella is here and she's performing magic. As in, I love how efficient she is. She's literally like, as if she has 8 hands. She's literally turned on her octopus mood right now. Hi, Chef. What's going on? Tell me.
So at the same time, we're frying the vegetables and the pan searing is going on. You can see a little brown color to the chicken already.
And
of course, you can see this. So, it's to come in contact with the pan, not just the oil. So you can see the brown color. And the rice is cooking here too.
It's cooking as well.
Yes.
Okay, so what did you do while we went away? I know you were mixing something inside this rice. You have to tell us.
Yes, the stock.
Okay, so you just added the stock in
and
there.
And a little more water.
And a little more water.
Look at this.
Oh, love it. Love it. Golden brown.
Yes, so this is almost ready.
All right, so now in that pot, tell me what's going on.
I'll be turning this out now. I'm making a little sauce where I'll put the rice.
Ooh, little sauce.
Just
what are you
a
making the
little.
sauce with?
the spices and the seasoning.
All right.
So here, for the rice.
Okay, for the rice. But then in there we have, what do we have in there?
The vegetables.
Just the vegetables. So we don't have a...
green pepper.
So at what point do scallions and...
When I'm about to turn the rice in, all this will come together now.
But okay.
Once I bring this
Take that out.
Yes.
Okay, so why? Tell me why. Because normally I think we'll just probably start with
cooked
that.
already. No need to pour the rice and it becomes too soft. It takes too long on the fire.
Okay.
So I bring this out. I had it last.
No,
I could almost had it off the fire.
So now the question I was asking was, why are you frying this separately with that one?
I want this to meddle with the rice.
With the rice. Yes. Okay, so you just want that as garnish on it?
Yes.
Oh, great. Amazing. All right. And our eggs are nicely scrambled.
Yes.
So I was watching you do that. Did you use oil for that?
Yes.
Oh,
I did that before I started.
Oh, before you started. Okay, because at the point I thought you literally just put the egg in the...
No.
Maybe that's another way to have like less oil in our meal. But everything's coming together really nicely and I'm totally loving it. And so I'm guessing that when we fry the onions is when you fry the peppers as well?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, and then we'll mix that together. It's going to be amazing because we're going to have that stir fry, dents, and all that. Okay, in case you want to try this at home, let's actually see what the ingredients is right now on the screen. All right, so the ingredients for our special fried rice and pan-seared chicken, we have long-grain rice, vegetable oil, spices, onions, garlic, egg, chicken, seasoning cubes, peppers, vegetables such as carrots, green peas, sweet corn, and just feel free to adding whatever of the vegetable you like. All right, and right about now, our chicken is making its way, the first batch is making its way out of the pan, while the second batch is making its way into the pan. And our vegetables are nicely fried here as well. And I guess we're starting with this. Yes, the garlic, onion, scallion mix and all of that. All right, well done, chef.
Thank you.
You're doing a great job. Okay, guys, it is the top of the hour. And we have to go on a break right now. And 1 hour done. Really 45 minutes to go. Right back.
Any other issues, please let me know.
Thank you, doctor. Now that is a physician consultant. My HMO, Bastion, offers telemedicine, which makes consultations with highly trained doctors to be possible.
I got a healthcare plan that's right for me and my family. I have access to top quality healthcare services and facilities.
We also get access to over 1,700 hospitals and clinics.
Call 0800 Bastion, Bastion Health, the HMO that puts you in control.
At break time, when my champ needs to keep going,
TVC Communications, Nigeria's leading independent broadcast company, has been officially designated as a great place to work. Over the past 3 years, we have transformed our workplace into one which is respectful, caring, rewarding, and provides great benefits to all our 500 employees. We thank our team for giving us the chance to show that partnership between employer and employee really works. TVC Communications, officially designated as a great place to work, and now the only broadcasting and media company not just in Nigeria but throughout continental Africa to be fully certified. TVC Communications, a great Nigerian company, a great Nigerian place to work.
Congratulations once again, guys. It's the second half of the #1 family breakfast TV show, Wake Up Nigeria. We hope you enjoyed the first course because we are about to serve you the second course with us a little bit of desserts, the cherry and top on top.
Yes, of course. And as always, we like to make sure that your taste buds are fully satisfied, right? So we give you the main course, we give you the starter, the main course, and of course, the dessert. And yeah, I mean, a lot is happening here. A lot has been happening. A lot of amazing conversations. I mean, Chef Adiola is killing it in the kitchen. Can't definitely wait to see what's happening and what's coming out of the kitchen. Yeah.
Coming out of the frying pan, you mean?
Yeah.
Some chicken. Ooh.
Is that
lovely?
Crunchy? Is that crunchy chicken?
Ooh. Lovely. Is it crunchy? No, it's not crunchy.
Okay, no. It looks crunchy.
It's not crunchy, but it's seared, right? Pan seared. Pan seared. This is lovely. I'm seeing loads of colors, amazing flavors, all popping out at me. Love it.
There's so much color coming out of that kitchen. Absolutely loving the aroma and savoring every moment, of course. Every experience here is carefully curated to bring a smile on your face, no matter condition. Yeah. I don't know where that voice came from, but well, you manage it like that. My name is Emel Koche.
And I am Winfrey Agbelishe. Now, do not forget, you can use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC on social media to join the conversation. We're also live on GOTV Channel 16 and UHF Channel 49.
Remember to follow us, guys, on all our social media platforms. We're on Facebook, X, Instagram, and we're on LinkedIn as well. At TVC Entertainment _ is how you can reach us. Remember to use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria. Stay connected, guys. Subscribe to us on YouTube at TVC Entertainment to catch on all our previous episodes of the show. You don't want to miss any single moment of the show.
Yes, of course. Now to what we have left for the morning. We have parenting, and we're going to be joined by Osezusi Bolodeku. She's the founder and CEO of FOS Bar Center and Creative Hub. Now, an inclusive creative center that helps to nurture creativity, social skills, emotional intelligence, and other practical skills that all children need to succeed and thrive in the world. Today, we're going to be talking about Down syndrome, right? And creating awareness about the month.
For a musical performance, we have Augustina Okafo. She's a gospel minister who started singing in the church choir. And this morning, she'll be setting the tone for the day.
And finally, joining us on the couch, we'll be having Koja Kaze. Now, he is a comedian, event television host, and actor. Now, he has performed and hosted several events across the country and recently released his debut comedy special themed Don't Judge Me. He'll be here, and hopefully we will be laughing.
I've been in and out of relationships. 6 relationships in 3 weeks. Bianca, she told me she's an independent woman. Koja, I don't need your money. I'm the type of woman, if you give me lemons, I make lemonade. I said, nice. I like that. I like me some independent women. One time, Bianca was broke. She called me, Koja, I'm broke, help me. Oh, lemons, lemonade. I send her Bet Niger code. That was it.
All right, that was funny. I see what you did there, Koja. Well done. Well done. On that note, let's check out what the weather is like today. we're back. Thanks for staying with us. We've had some interesting conversations right here on the show. We're about to have another one. And this is about the Lagos Cocktail Week. And we have with us on the couch the founder of the Lagos Cocktail Week, Lara Rawa. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I mean, the Lagos Cocktail Week has been on for quite a couple of years now. I mean, and every year you have been consistent, doing it back to back, you know, just celebrating the beauty of drinks, you know, in Africa, all over the world. So talk to us about, for those, you know, who basically don't have an idea of what it's about, just quickly run through, you know, what inspired the idea for it, what's its, you know, lineup for this year.
Okay. So Lagos Cocktail Week is actually 10 years.
Oh, a decade.
Yes, it's a decade.
Congratulations.
So we're celebrating a decade of cheers.
That's not an easy feat at all.
No. But I mean, we've had solid partners all through the years. It came out of a passion for, you know, drinking cocktails, you know, celebrating the art of drinking. It's actually a lifestyle. And when I say drinking, I really don't mean just alcohol. I mean just drinking non-alcoholic beverages, cocktails, mocktails, and also celebrating the people who are, you know, part of the ecosystem. So we have the restaurants, the bars, the bartenders, the waitresses, we have the brands, and also the consumers as well. So that is what the platform is all about, to educate, to inform, and to entertain. So that was what brought, you know, I mean, that was what brought up the Lagos Cocktail Week. We wanted to premiumize cocktails. You know, Nigerians, we premiumize bottle service more than cocktails.
Cocktails, true.
So we wanted to, you know, change the narrative, bring it to the forefront, and also inspire our bartenders as well to look inwards at indigenous recipes and ingredients we have here.
I agree with you.
Yeah, so they can create something that, you know, would be appreciated and approved, you know, worldwide.
I would say for a fact that, you know, your initiative or the program has sort of revolutionized the way we appreciate drinks and the way we see drinks. And I'm not just talking bottled drinks, I'm talking, you know, cocktail drinks. I, for one, when I go into a restaurant, I am very keen, very, very, you know, intentional with what drinks I'm taking. And I've also seen quite an improvement relatively, because you see it in the quality of drinks that you're drinking at restaurants. So talk to us about what is in the lineup for the year. What's the theme for this year?
So, I mean, the theme for this year obviously is about innovation, passion, and culture.
Okay.
Innovation in terms of how we want to drink, how things have changed and evolved. Passion in terms of, you know, the passion for the craft.
Okay.
How to improve your passion and how to also, you know, be aware of the international trends. And then culture in terms of shedding more light on our, like I said, indigenous herbs and spices, things or ingredients that we can use to create, you know, substantive and, you know, and also cocktails that are, you know, up to par. Changing the narrative of classics to, you know, signature cocktails, you know, infusing different recipes that we have in Nigeria and in Africa at large. So that is what the theme is, you know, is all about. Let's celebrate innovation, let's celebrate passion, which is the people, let's celebrate the culture, which is where we are, and, you know, celebrate it and cheers to a decade.
Let's talk about the future of mixologists, because they are the ones who, you know, bring this innovation to life. They are the ones who, you know, make us appreciate, you know, I mean, this year we have, I don't know if their cocktails the trend. I would say that for one thing I noticed this year was we had a lot of drinks, or I noticed a lot of drinks on the menus that had passion fruits in them. Last year it wasn't, you know, it wasn't the same. So I feel like you could, you know, see the upgrade, the improvements are happening, you know, year after year, the innovations. So let's look at the future of mixology. I mean, for, you know, the brand Lagos Cocktail, which is very passionate about, you know.
So it's going to get better. If I'm being reflective on where we were and where we are, it's a pointer to where we're going to be in the next 5-10 years.
Okay.
Where we were was where we were evolving, we're trying to get there. And where we are now is we have bartenders who understand the craft. We have bartenders who are creating unique recipes based on what they have and, you know, changing the narrative. We have bartenders who are now going to global competition. We have bartenders who are not afraid to reach out to their counterparts in other parts of the world, shedding more, like taking competition even online and, getting that recognition that they do deserve. So that shows you that, it's no longer the narrative of seeing it as a means to an end is beginning to change. And then they're beginning to see it as a profession. They're beginning to see it as something that could take them out of the country. They're looking at something that would make them do guest shifts in other parts of the world and, come back here. So that is what I see in the next 5 years. I see more bartenders, doing guest shifts abroad. I see exchange programs happening. And there's something interesting that has happened this year for the 10th year is that there's a qualifying body called the Wine and Spirits Education Trust. It's a non-profit organization in the UK. And what they do is they set qualifying exams for bartenders or enthusiasts to sit for those exams. It's called the Spirits Level Exam. And you have them in different grades. So what we've done is we've partnered with them. So they're official education partner for the Lagos Cocktail Week. And they're giving scholarships to 10 bartenders. These 10 bartenders will sit for the Spirits Level 1 exams. Now, if they pass those exams, which I know they will pass the exams, they get the certificates for level 1, and then they can move on to level 2.
Next level.
So what this does is it gives you spirits knowledge. It's just like a lawyer that doesn't have legal background. So this helps you. It will boost your morale. And then even when you travel abroad, when you want to speak to other bartenders, you know where you're coming from, your
it also builds your credibility as well.
It builds your credibility as well. And what this does is it will also change the way cocktails are being presented, so you put a whole lot, into it.
Quickly tell us, talk to us, when is I know it started, but,
Yes, so the 2-day cocktail, so the cocktail week obviously kicked off last week, Friday. But we have our 2-day pop-up at the Balmoral Convention Center at Federal Palace. That's Thursday, which is this Thursday, the 17th, and Friday, the 18th. Yes, we have a seminar in the morning for people who are in trade.
Business,
Yes, and then entrepreneurs as well. And then the cocktail village where you can meet with our partner brands to, enjoy luscious non-alcoholic and, alcoholic cocktails. Would happen from 4 p.m. And then on the last day, which is our grand finale, we have a bar battle. We have 8 finalists who are contending for different challenges. And then we have, our after party. So just to say, thank you. Thank you. A decade of cheers. We've had the education, we've had the information, and now let's close out with the entertainment.
Celebration. Fantastic. Wishing you all the best, and it can only get better from here on out.
I was going to say, if anybody wants more information, they can follow us on Instagram at Lagos Cocktail or on our website to get tickets at www.lagoscocktail.com.
All right. Thank you so much, Lara. Thank you. And that's it for the segment for now. There's still more to come on the show. We'll take a break, people. The show continues in a bit.
TVC Communications, Nigeria's leading independent broadcast company, has been officially designated as a great place to work. Over the past few years, we have transformed our workplace into one which is respectful, caring, rewarding, and provides great benefits to all our 500 employees. We thank our team for giving us the chance to show that partnership between employer and employee really works. TVC Communications, officially designated as a great place to work, and now the only broadcasting and media company, not just in Nigeria, but throughout continental Africa, to be fully certified. TVC Communications, a great Nigerian company, a great Nigerian place to work.
Do you think you can outplay me in this game of wits and knowledge? Can you go 7 rounds without flinching? I meant answering 7 questions correctly. How well can you hold your liquor? If you're curious, then join us for the most exciting conversation and games with your favorite celebrities on 7 of 7.
Welcome to Pure Entertainment. What would you like to order from our menu today? We have the regulars.
So let me go and look for my jammies. So
My 280 was 320. I suppose don't be one medical.
At this point, I contest my jammies.
I want to close the show.
I can go. I can.
That's all we can take. Ejeki, close the show, G Fadala.
Ladies and gentlemen, number 1, Unavailable by Davido featuring Musa Keys.
We also have today's chef special.
Yo, shine, 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 shiny, yeah.
Welcome back. Now it's time for us to take a musical performance right here on Wake Up Nigeria. And we have the amazing Augustina Okafor. Now she's a gospel minister and started singing in the choir from when she was just 10 before moving into the world of music in 2003. Yes. She has an amazing performance coming your way, and we've been looking forward to saying hi to her. Our other guests are getting set as well, by the way. Good morning, Augustina.
Good morning to you, man.
Good morning. Let's talk about the song Agidigba.
Okay.
Let's talk about that.
Agidigba is my single track right now, and Agidigba, it means someone who is there like a pillar, like a shade. Someone who is there for you no matter what the flaws, the mistakes. Yeah, so I wrote the songs, dedicating the songs to God for being there for me. And the song is on my video, my YouTube channel, and is all on streaming platform. It's on Spotify, it's on Audiomack. You need to see it, you need to listen to it. It is edifying, and you will never regret listening and watching me.
So you mentioned that this came out just 2 months ago, or is it a month ago?
You're right, ma'am.
September?
September, yeah.
September, okay, fantastic. What's the response been so far?
The response has been encouraging. The reviews has been 100%, and I'm glad about that because, yeah, people love it, and I'm happy. I'm happy about the reviews.
I can't wait to see you perform this particular track. Honestly, I've been looking forward to it all morning. Are we ready to go?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Augustina Okafor with Agidigba.
Serve a living God, hey. God, when they open doors, hey. I'm heading to the top, hey. I'm heading to the top, my God is there for me, hey. I give it bow, the God I'm serving, no. I give it bow, the God I'm serving, no. I give it bow, the God I'm serving, no. I give it bow, the God I'm serving, no. Some people they wonder how I take you to prosper. The things where my God is get too much, no go fit to talk. January to December, my God is deliver. How he take you to do I'm not go fit to explain. No. I give it bow, the God I'm serving, no. I give it bow, the God I'm serving, no. I give it bow, this God I'm serving, no. I give it bow, the God I'm serving, no. I give it bow, the God I'm serving, no. I give it bow, the God I'm serving, no. I give it bow, this God I'm serving, no. I give it bow, the God I'm serving, no. Carry me they go, Oluwa carry me they go, they go. Carry me they go, Oluwa carry me they go, they go. Without you I know get you hope, Oluwa carry me they go, they go. I'm heading to the top, hey. I'm ready to the top. My God, the day for me, hey. I give it bow, the garden serving no. I give it bow, the garden serving no. I give it bow, just garden serving no. I give it bow, the garden serving no. If you carry me, they go, they go. Carry me, they go. Some trust in horses, some trust in chariots, but we trust in the name of the Lord. Carry me, they go. Carry me, they go, they go, they go.
Welcome back. You're watching Wake Up Nigeria, and it's time for us to take our parenting conversation. Yes. The name of the show is Wake Up Nigeria. You're hungry? Actually, so am I. The smell is amazing. As you can see, we have a special guest joining us here today. We have, of course, on parenting, Ozesusi Bolodeku. She is the founder and CEO of FOS Abba Center and Creative Hub. Now, it's an inclusive creative center that helps to nurture creativity, social skills, emotional intelligence, and other practical skills that all children need to succeed and thrive in this world. Today, we are here to commemorate the Down Syndrome Awareness Month and talk about ending stereotypes. It's great to have you in the studio again.
It seems like family.
And of course, we have to say hi to our guest here, Simone. How are you doing?
Say hello.
Hi, Simone.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm 20 years old.
You are 20 years old?
No.
Yo?
$1 billion.
All right.
$1 billion.
100.
Wow, interesting. Now, if you've never met Simone before, she is one of
Simone
the stars.
is 100 years old.
100 years old?
Yeah.
She's one of the stars of Simone's Oasis.
Simone's
Oasis has been dedicated to giving all the insights regarding children with special needs for many years now. And there's an amazing book called Ugo and Simsim she's holding right now. And it's all about her and her brother. But let's talk about Down Syndrome Awareness Month.
Mom is over there.
There, Simone.
Where's Ugo?
Simone.
Where's Simone?
We are right here together.
Where's Simone?
Simone, where's Simone?
It's the ready session.
Where's Simone?
Simone is right here beside me. Exactly.
20.
Okay.
So let's talk about Down syndrome awareness.
Yes, please.
A lot of people don't understand how to manage the situation when they find out that they're going to be living with a child with special needs.
Yes.
But what are the actual characteristics of children with Down syndrome?
Okay, the thing about Down syndrome is it has a physical feature look to it.
Okay.
So you see it, right? So it's not like any other neurodivergent condition like autism, ADHD, that you really do not know and you have to wait.
Okay.
So I would say that the good thing with that is you can start intervention quite early.
Okay.
Like Simone here, I know the mom started intervention as early as 3 months.
Okay.
And that's why we have the child that is reading here. and
So she's
communicating with
extremely
us.
eloquent.
Absolutely.
She speaks so well.
Absolutely.
She knows her age.
Absolutely.
She knows that she's out of the house. She knows she's with people, and she
And
knows we're
this-
having a conversation.
And there's a new environment for her,
Exactly.
and she is even calm.
Very calm.
Yes, and responding to us. So this is what starting intervention early could give you. It could give you a happy child.
Yeah.
Simone is thriving. Simone is actually making money for herself.
Of course.
Oh yes, she's the ambassador at FOSS, and she's an artist.
Amazing.
She's doing great. She's
So
a blessed.
when you say intervention, a lot of people assume that there's some kind of divine intervention that is needed early on. And this is a cultural thing.
Yes.
We're talking about medical intervention here, having advice from specialists, or
We're talking about a multi-professional intervention.
Okay.
We're talking from the medical aspect to the therapeutic aspect and to the educational aspect, like the total life of the child, to even the nutrition.
Okay.
We're talking about everything now. And when you look at, you have a child, you're going to look at what your child needs, right? Of course. Provide the needs. Your child is going to be educated. Your child is going to need vitamins and all that. So you provide those things. Likewise with your child with Down syndrome. When you notice, you start providing the support they will need to help them thrive better in this world. That's why we say the world is asked to thrive.
So when you say thrive, I've noticed that she's literally reading word for word from the book.
Absolutely.
I'm hearing her words, they're clear, and she's reading confidently. She's 9 years old now.
Absolutely. And Simone can respond for herself. You know, the fact that this is a new environment, so she's taking her time, yes.
All right.
She's 9. Simone is 9.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So with early intervention, by age 9, by age 10, they should, or children with Down syndrome should be able to interact with their environment.
You know, the funny thing, just coming in here, you have food in. Yes.
I'm hungry too. Trust me, the chef is not making it easy on me either.
Because you can see the food. You know, when coming in here, I actually saw a video of Simone when Simone was like 3, 4. She was thriving already then.
Sure.
At that level. So as soon as you start intervention, truth is you will begin to see the results.
Okay.
So, but when you don't do anything or you don't give the right support to the child, an intervention could easily be playtime, floor time.
Okay.
You know, this is intervention, sitting and reading with her. You know, when you have time for the child, as well as the other clinical therapeutic interventions that we professionals
Now,
provide.
let's talk about the environment we find ourselves in.
All right.
A lot of the assumptions come from the fact that in Nigeria, there are not enough platforms for parents to get the right advice. I know that, yes, so Simone's Oasis has been there for almost a decade now.
Yes.
Based on, you know, the information that they've been giving out.
Yes.
A lot of entertaining content online as well has been helpful. But what are the other platforms people can approach for more information?
Okay, for more information, really and truly, I wouldn't say you should just go to the internet. Absolutely not.
Okay.
But there are several websites you could try. For example, you could check FOSS.
Yeah.
FOSS.
FOS.
FOS.
Yeah.
Yes, FOS ABA Center.
Yeah.
We have, on our website, we have different information that could help a parent. And it's really better to do something. Like, you know, if you're not walking, crawl. Just move.
The chef?
The chef.
Oh, so you're going to find out about her later on.
Simone is interested. We're
In the
interested in the food, actually.
Who is Chef Auntie? We're going to meet her later on. So, Simone, I would love to hear, how old are you, Simone?
And 1, 2 million.
1 2 million.
Now she's kidding around.
Thank you for coming to talk to us today.
Simone, where are we? What's this?
Thank
Look at
you.
this. What's this?
Wake up, Nigeria.
Wake up, Nigeria.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you. Awesome mommies and daddies.
Awesome mommies and daddies.
You're welcome.
Of course, to all the mums and dads living with children with special needs, we appreciate you and all the hard work you do. There are platforms for you to get help and seek advice. All right, let's take a quick break. We'll be back after this.
Welcome to Pure Entertainment. What would you like to order from our menu today? We have the regulars.
So let me go and look for my jam results.
My 280 was 320. I suppose don't be one medical.
At this point, I contest my jam results.
I want to close the show.
I can go. I can.
That's
I
all
can
we can
Nigeria,
take.
but I choose
Hey,
to
Jackie,
stay.
close the show. You for that long.
Ladies and gentlemen, #1 unavailable by Davido featuring Musa Keys.
We also have today's chef special.
Yo, shine, shiny, yeah. Say recap done, and it's time for number 1 on the countdown. One of Nigeria's hottest artists right now, his name is Rema, and this one is called Charm. Kick it.
Another.
For dessert and a bit of nightcap, we have the nighttime and online specials.
I want to start the gym, yeah? But do you know one thing that's actually keeping me back? You should start the gym, though. You're getting fat.
Cricket.
She says she does show dance.
Hard to fall in love. I've been in and out of relationships. 6 relationships in 3 weeks. Bianca, she told me she's an independent woman. Koja, I don't need your money. I'm the type of woman, if you give me lemons, I make lemonade. I said, nice. I like that. I like me some independent women. One time, Bianca was broke. She called me, Koja, I'm broke, help me. Oh, lemons, lemonade. I send her Bet Niger code. That was it. She blocked me forever. I called her with her friend's number. Why did you end the relationship? She said, well, the odds were not in my favor. Maybe I'm the problem after all. A couple of years now, I've been tempted to, call this place the best comedy club in the world, but I won't do that. We're second place. The best comedy club in the world remains Arsenal Football Club. Are you an Arsenal fan? Okay, so one question.
That was funny. We have with us right here on the couch, Koja Kais. He is a comedian, events, television host, and actor. He has performed and hosted several events across the country and recently released his debut comedy special themed, Don't Judge Me. Hi.
Hi, good morning.
How you
Thank
doing?
you for having me.
I'm good.
I'm fine, I'm fine.
Koja Kais.
Yes, Case.
What's the name? How did you come about the name?
Case is my last name, my family name.
Okay.
It means the special one.
Is
It's
that,
of Afizere, Jos, Plateau State.
Aha.
Yeah, our names are very peculiar.
Yeah, I was going to say Jos.
Our names are very peculiar. Go on. Zamani.
Yeah.
Very weird name, so.
Kais, I love it.
Yeah.
What does Koja mean?
So Koja is a nickname.
Oh, okay.
I picked that up from secondary school and it's stuck. So, I mean.
What's your real name?
Emmanuel.
Emmanuel.
So Emmanuel Case.
So how did you come about Koja?
The Koja games, like back in the day.
Ah, okay. Used to be an outlet.
Well, so I used to be very active in sports.
Okay,
So
fantastic.
back in the days in secondary school, I mean, somehow they just, called me the name and it stuck. So when I was going to start comedy, I mean, I didn't want to do the regular things that people do, funny this, funny case, hilarious,
Yeah,
humorous.
funny. Or,
I just thought to stick with Koja and,
and it's nice, fantastic. You've been doing this for almost a decade,
Yes, I have.
stand-up comedy.
Yes, I have.
And we've seen a lot of people, a lot of other comedians who started, almost at the time, and even some who haven't even gone halfway, through a decade, who have, given up and like, you know what, let's do something else. Maybe we've gone into acting or, skate making. What has kept you grounded for this long?
My dreams, the need to fulfill destiny. Yeah, I don't think that I'm running anyone's race. I'm running my race. So I just have to be focused on my race and my own journey. I mean, this is me. This is who I am. This is my purpose. And I have to fulfill it. And, in God's time, everything will fall in place. So, I mean, nothing distracts me. I really do not care what happens around me. It's me and my race. So that's it.
Okay, let's talk about the evolution that the comedy industry in Nigeria has sort of experienced, especially with the advent of COVID-19.
Oh, yeah.
We saw a shift like a complete total shift across different industries. And, you know, the stand-up comedy industry sort of dovetailed, and that was the advent of skit making. You know, we saw comedians began to use the social media page or platforms to promote their brand, to promote their product, to promote whatever it is that they're selling. How did that affect you as a comedian in that space?
I would not say I completely agree with the assertion that, you know, stand-up comedy nosedive. Before social media, like back in the days, in the 90s or in the 80s, some comedians come into mainstream popularity via television shows. And because at the time, television was the main media, do you understand? So it just happened that, you know, recently social media is like new media. So, I mean, the same things that you put on television, if you put the same content up on, you know, social media, you still get your numbers. So I think for a lot of comedians, we probably just stopped, you know, putting out quality productions. And if we had done that, you know, we probably would not be having this conversation. So the skit makers just took advantage of what they have, you know, just put on your ring light, turn on your phone, record stuff and post online. If, you know, stand-up comedians did the same thing, just keep putting your own content online, I don't think we'll be having this conversation. So nothing happened to stand-up comedy. I mean, the comedians are still doing well. In Hollywood, even here, people are still, my special is out, Abby.
Yes, we'll talk about that for a minute, but let's sort of, you know, sort of piggyback on how you began and that life. What was that moment where you became, where you knew that, like a mama made it moment, like mama, I made it moment for you? When was that moment for you as a comedian?
Have I made it? For me, I just enjoy my journey. Because that's what I do. I just enjoy my journey because the destination is still a long way ahead. You know, I don't want to be counting my days right now. It's a long journey ahead. You know, every day is a new day to, you know, live my dreams. I mean, I released my first comedy special, which is a landmark achievement. The next one will be a bigger one. The other one, a bigger one. When I begin to sell out of the arenas and the auditorium around the world, that's another landmark achievement. So if I call this a I made it moment, what happens when I sell out the O2 Arena?
Okay, all right.
So it's just one step at a time. We just keep going.
Did you have, talk to us about your Don't Judge Me special, which you just released. Did you have other lineup of comedians as well?
Oh, yeah. So what the comedy special is as a comedian, you just go up and you give us like, you know, an hour, 30 minutes, you know, comedy body of work, you know, about a particular thing. You know, then during the process of the recording, you would have like, say, a couple comedians open for you. In my case, I had four opening comedians, and I went on stage and I did my thing for almost an hour.
Almost an hour. That's a long time.
Yeah.
You ever feel a downtime?
Oh, hell no. I mean, I've been doing this for almost a decade now.
I mean, what happens when you are, you know, in the vibe, you know, you're in your zone, you're feeling yourself, and then you're getting not so similar response from the audience in terms of...
Not with me. I mean, the way stand-up comedy works here, we have what we call comedy clubs. So I've been doing comedy clubs every week for almost 8 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
every week?
Every week for almost 8 years.
How do you get the inspiration for your jokes?
At some point, I was doing twice a week.
Wow.
I did twice a week for like 3 years.
And for every performance, you give fresh jokes?
Just keep going. Just keep going. Nigeria is a funny country. Things happen every day. So, I mean, you have to be on your toes. You have to just keep creating. You just have to keep... It's like what... You know, the training ground is to footballers. You just have to go, keep going. Like you try something, you go the next week, you try another thing. And, you know, when you're ready to put out the body of work, you sit and you collate all of these things. And it's like when musicians make an album. You hear sometimes that some of them recorded up to 200 songs for a 10-track or a 12-track album.
Wow.
So it's the same thing.
Do you script your jokes?
Yes, to a very large extent, I do.
Oh, okay. Fantastic. So we're expecting another special from you next year?
Let's see how that goes.
Okay, fingers crossed, right?
Yeah, fingers crossed. I really don't like to talk too much. I'm not a coming soon guy. I just hit it.
You just hit it.
Straight up.
All right. Wishing you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And let me tell them, go on my YouTube channel to see my comedy special. It's titled Don't Judge Me.
Okay.
My YouTube channel is Koja K is my name. So just go see it. It's unarguably one of the most amazing comedy body of work out of Africa.
I will definitely check that out.
You Everyone should check it out.
Everyone should check it out. We have to head over to the kitchen now. Our chef has made something scintillating.
This is a big motivation.
All right, fantastic. So let's head over to the kitchen, shall we?
Hello,
fantastic. After you. To the kitchen, Koja Case.
All glory to God.
Over to you, Winfrey.
Yes, welcome into the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen, and nice hairdo. So I have with me Chef Adiola. She's actually put together this special fried rice and pan-seared chicken. Yeah. We'd like for you to try it out and let us know exactly what you think about it.
Do you know I was coming? I mean, when the Bible said that the last shall be the first, this is what it means.
So you were looking forward to it?
Yeah, because I needed motivation because I'm not a morning person.
Oh.
So, this is enough motivation. When is the next?
All right, this happens every day on the show.
Breakfast show for a reason.
All right. You're welcome. What do you think?
Is it my judgment you want?
Yes.
This tastes good. A hungry man doesn't have.
No.
All right. I see now. I see what you got the jokes on.
Another one. Going in for another one.
Amazing.
Right.
Thanks to all our guests who joined us today. Thanks to you, our lovely viewers. Always a pleasure being here for you.
Yes,
we'll be here same time, same station tomorrow.
Have a great day, everyone. Bye.